Save the pig! What the heck? A pig with a party hat. Hello, Mr. Piggy. Ziggy Piggy. Save the pig, the game. The whole game you're trying to save the pig's life. Help!
So if you don't mind, I'm just gonna run and use the restroom. I'll be right back, and then we'll continue, guys. Now, guys, listen. Earlier today, I had an incredibly slow Street Fighter stream. I didn't even make 30 bucks. Here we are, halfway through Stardew, and we're stacking up to have another incredibly slow stream. I don't know what's going on. These streams were doing well. People were liking them. People were supporting them. I didn't change. It's the content's still the same. It's good. I don't know what to tell you. If you could support tonight, I would really appreciate it. It would be great to not have an insanely bad day. So if you like the stream, please support it in some way. I'll be right back.
I'm a beggar on my streams. I just keep asking for my fans for support.
No, there's... I love the excuses. Oh, I heard there's an internet outage across the country. That's probably why... No. You know, no. That's not why. That's not why it's a slow day. There's no internet outage all day. Yes, I'm sure. That's, of course, what it is. No. No, I'll be honest. We started playing this, what? 3 weeks ago? A month ago? And I think it was something fresh and interesting and cool when I started playing it, right? And I still like it a lot. I'm enjoying... Now we're in the 3rd season. And it's still new stuff being added and stuff. But there was a few people who really liked it, who at first were coming by every stream supporting it, and they stopped. You know, you got one person who, sadly, is a very impressionable, gullible person, gets messaged by one of my detractors, and immediately must feel special that someone's going out of their way to message them, believes every word the detractor says, and then literally says, I'm going to now do everything I can to, like, hurt Phil and his viewers and stuff. It's like, what? What is your problem? You're nuts. Like, if a detractor messages you and you change your entire attitude towards someone, literally because someone sent you a DM, you should probably seek medical help. Like, speak to a professional about that. If you're sitting here enjoying the content, and we have a good rapport, and we're hanging out, and you like everything I'm doing, just because someone messaged you with a bunch of slanderous lies that you believe because you're gullible, like, you should go seek professional help.
You know, back in high school, I was on a cocktail of medications. I mean, real talk, when I was in high school at one point, I was to the point where, like, I was losing it. I wanted to either go do something drastic or, you know, go nuts. There was a girl who I was, like, obsessed with for a while.
You know? So I think that's what happened is there was a couple people who really liked this, and they supported it at first, but, you know, they're not going to be here every time. And then there's one or two people who, sadly, a lot of people, you know, my detractors really want to try to create drama for me. So what they do is they go out of their way to try to make supporters not like me anymore. So first they try to essentially recruit them, and if they can't recruit them, then they harass them, dox them, and do other underhanded awful things, you know? So I think that's what's happened, sadly, with the Stardew streams. If you remember, when we started playing this, a month ago or whatever, these were my most supported streams I was doing. You remember that, right? I was making, like, tier 2 tip goals every night. These were, like, my big things while I was playing other games that weren't doing so well. This was actually supporting everything. Now it looks like it's completely flipped. And if that's the case, then I probably can't play Stardew that much anymore. Like, if we're going to have nights where I'm making $15 an entire night, then I have to play other games. We have to move on. Okay? So, let's see how it goes for the rest of tonight. Certainly, I hope it picks up. I don't know if it's going to. But if it doesn't, then we have to reevaluate. You know, we just have to. We have to start doing different things.
Oh my god, he's drinking gin. Yes.
Yeah, I know. It's sad, because I hate to say it, I'm not doing anything. If you haven't noticed, I'm doing the same content. I'm hanging out with you guys. I'm having a good time. We're interacting. Other people's attitudes change because of outside factors that I don't control. The quality of the stream has not gone down. I haven't streamed less frequently. In fact, despite the fact that I have a lot of stressful things going on in my life right now, I've stayed consistent with the content I'm putting out. I've done my best. Yeah, there's been a few times when I had to shuffle things around, but I'm doing my absolute best to try to stay here and be here and put out the content that you guys have been asking for. And like I said, at first Stardew, everyone loved it. So what happened, right? How do you get such a flip where now it went from the most supported stream I was doing all week to this? And by the way, if you remember, I didn't take advantage of that either. Like, when at first it was doing super well, I was like, now, I could easily just play Stardew nonstop, like, every night, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to milk people for support just because it's doing well. We're going to have a balance, and that's what I did. Right? I had a nice imbalance over the course of the month, so that way it wasn't overload. It didn't feel like I was trying to take advantage of anyone, you know. I was trying to be fair, and, you know, I don't know.
Oh, the iced coffee is now gone. And, you know, I cried. It was real emotional. It was very, very emotional. Now my throat is starting to close up. Wow, that's one of the very few times I've ever actually gotten really genuinely emotional.
I guess being a nice person and trying to do the right thing always blows up in my face. Right? Maybe I should have just played this nonstop. Right? Since now, it looks like it's dying out. It sucks. I like this game, don't get me wrong. I really like it. But just to forewarn everyone, yeah, I cannot have a game where every time I play it, I make 10, 15 bucks. You know, and that's why with Street Fighter, it's also looking like with Street Fighter, we've hit that point. So it looks like that might have to be phased out a bunch too, and find other things to do. You know, and it sucks. I like Street Fighter, but I gotta do things that are gonna pay the bills. This isn't just my hobby. This is also my job. I have a family I'm trying to support. I have to be doing the right thing for everybody, you know? So Stardew was for a while, but now it looks like, sadly, things are changing, you know? And that's not good. I like the game, but this is why games get phased out and stuff. You know what I mean? This is exactly why. The last chance to support Stardew, if you like it. And, we're gonna see what happens, but yeah, this was the slowest Stardew stream I've done, which is disappointing. And, perhaps we need to rethink doing it as much as we do. We do it about 2 times a week. Maybe we'll do it only once a week as a chill stream. I don't know. Or maybe it's just losing popularity. People don't care about much anymore. I don't know. Actually, that's not true. Yes, Jordan was supporting this game at first, but only that first week. Like, that first week, Jordan was here and he tipped a bunch. Then he got into that cheer war. And since then, he actually wasn't supporting it at all. He wasn't even showing up. This game was doing well even after Jordan stopped showing up. Tonight is the first night significantly that, like, for some reason, support has been real slow. This is literally the first time. As much as you want to say that and try to, oh, this is why, this is the justification, it's not really true. It's just like everything. I've been playing this for a month now. We're over 20 hours in. So when I hit that time, any game, usually, this is the time that, like, stuff starts to slow down, and that's okay. I'm okay with it. I really like the game. I want to keep playing it. Oh, this will be the last cast, by the way. I really like the game. I want to keep playing it.
Tips, where are they? We'll play again later this week. Number 1, we'll try to figure out and regroup what we want to do. And number 2, it would be great if we could get more support. If you're someone who watches this on demand, maybe you do support usually and you just weren't around tonight, just FYI, you can see it was the slowest night I've done it. So it sure would be great. We can get more next time so we get it back going. It kind of sucks. I mean, tonight, I got the Knights hat. I'm like, oh, look, guys. I have the real Knights hat right here. It's literally exactly the same. But then I was like, wait a minute. We haven't actually hit the goal, the tips goal for the hat for this in ages, right? So, yeah. All right. But anyway, guys, I still like it as a chill game. We're definitely going to keep it in the rotation. I'm definitely not going to drop it or anything. But I just may have to cut back on how much we play it, depending on what happens. All right. But thank you, guys. Good stream tonight. Let me just max out every credit card I own. Let me empty out my bank account. Let me empty out my PayPal account. Let me do this. Let me do that. You know what I'm saying? The people are nuts. They get so into it, they can't stop themselves. And that's very dangerous.
It makes it even more frustrating when this is my first stream of the week. And it's a dud, you know, when it comes to people. Usually you get more viewers, less viewers today. And support was pretty dead. So I don't know what to do to fix that. You know, like, I want feedback. I don't know what you think I could do to fix it, if I even could. But yeah, it was pretty disheartening. Now, to make matters even worse, tonight was a late night chill stream in Stardew Valley. And this typically was the stream that we would do after a stressful day and have fun. And we did, by the way. It was 2 hours of fun, awful support again. And this is the first Stardew stream where we didn't even come close to hitting a tier 1 tips goal. Super chats, not even good, and 0 members. So we went from Stardew Valley being my most supported streams of the week. Like, no exaggeration. People were coming out in droves saying, wow, this is great. Phil's playing this. We've all loved it for 7, 8 years, and now it's cool to see him finally play it. And it's faded away. And I don't know why. People haven't said the gameplay's bad. People haven't said my commentary's bad. People seem to like hanging out with me. So what happened? It's nothing that I've changed, okay? And before someone said, oh, it was only one person, completely false. In fact, there was one person who was very supportive of this the first week. And they tipped a bunch, and they actually got into, like, a cheer war. And then they have been gone and haven't even attended a Stardew stream in, like, 2 to 3 weeks. So, that's baloney. But it is, I don't know what to, I think, you want my opinion. People like it, but the appeal of it being new is gone. People just think now it's just going to be a staple of the schedule no matter what. So they don't really worry too much about it. And, quite frankly, yeah, you know, this happens with almost every game that I get 20, 30 hours into. People kind of feel like it's samey, right? And then it's like, well, what realistically, what new stuff is happening in Stardew? Nothing. I still like it. I would like to keep it in the rotation, but I can't play it 2, 3 times a week if I'm going to make, you know, $20 all night. I just can't. I have to do things on my streams that are going to pay the bills. So I can make a living. Today was not a very good day at all for that. Like I feel like today was very disheartening in that regard, and I need feedback on what to do. Should I reduce the amount I play Street Fighter? I moved Street Fighter to day streams so we can make more progress with Bison. Do I just move it back exclusively to night streams again? Do I now balance day streams as different games? Because we're going to finish Riven this week, so maybe I have a balance between Street Fighter and Stardew, and even maybe not Stardew, maybe only once a week I play Stardew, and we start something else at night that I balance with Street Fighter, and then the day streams could be other stuff. Tomorrow there will be something new, which we're going to talk about in a second. But I really need feedback right now. I'm nervous. I can't have all of a sudden, out of nowhere, all my support dry up because people are upset with the games or whatever. I didn't do anything. There's no drama going on. No one's upset with me as far as I know, so nothing's changed. Maybe it's just one bad day, and if that's the case, fine, but this is now 2 straight streams of Street Fighter that have been like this. Okay, so that's starting to now establish a pattern, and that's what makes me nervous. This is the first time this happened with Stardew. Is this going to continue to happen with Stardew? I don't know. So I would love feedback on what's going on, and if you have suggestions for improvement or suggestions of something to do different, let me know.
Fuck you, you toxic idiot. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me. It's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. By eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.